It's Dan and welcome back to another Premier League video on the channel. This week it's game week number 6. We missed that game number 5 because we were so busy with work and stuff, so apologies for that one. But we move on to game week number 6. We have another guest this week. Dan, his name is Mr. Danny Green, aka DG.
Hello guys, thank you for inviting me on the Premier League prediction down United. It's a great honour to be back on the channel, and today I have my Premier League predictions for next Premier League game.
That is this week's guest. Thank you for being on, pal, and without any further ado, let's get into game week number 6 for the Premier League. Our first game is the Merseyside Derby, Everton versus Liverpool. This game is the Merseyside Derby. This game could be an absolute thriller. Everton, they've got 2 points. Liverpool have 3 points. No, Liverpool have 5 points. They're a point behind Manchester. But I think Liverpool will get the job done by 2-0. They might just go absolutely mental like they did against Bournemouth, but I don't think it's a Merseyside derby. I don't think it'll be an absolute banger. It'll be a banger with not many goals in it. And Mr. DG, what do you think, pal, in this game?
So I have Everton versus Liverpool. I think Everton's a tough game, even at Goodison Park. So I think it's going to be 2-1 Liverpool.
And can they move to Brentford versus Leeds United? Now Leeds are playing some fantastic football lately. They are tipped. They're probably going to be finishing top half. If they keep this form up, they're going to be fighting for that Europa Conference top half spot, I believe. And I will say this game will be Brentford. Brentford are pretty good. They got a draw. They're playing alright. They're playing decent football. And I do believe it will be Brentford 1, Leeds 1. But Leeds could pinch it. You don't know on this one. And Mr. DG, what are you going for in this game?
Brentford against Leeds United. Now Leeds are on a very good run at the minute, and so are Brentford. As a United fan, it's hard to say it, but I think this will be a really tough game. Leeds do pressure very well with the ball and all, so I'm going to go with Leeds 3-2. I'm going to say that game is going to end.
Well, and we move to Newcastle against Crystal Palace. Newcastle, as we know at home, love to put on a show at home. They will have Alexander Isak for this game this week because they signed him from Real Sociedad. Yep, they signed him from Sociedad. It's weekend Sociedad. That's a clue for the upcoming video that I've got a couple of handbooks. I'll tell you about in the end of this video that I've got planned because I've got something banning coming on later. So yeah, they've got Alexander Isak in the club, and Crystal Palace again. They're throwing away leads. Crystal Palace, they get ahead and then throw away leads. It's like man's not of old. It's like man's not of last season, getting ahead and then chucking leads away. But I do think that Newcastle will win this game by 2-1. And Mr. DG, what are you going for in this game?
Newcastle against Crystal Palace. I think Newcastle's started off the Premier League very well. So is Palace. I think it's going to be a tough game. I think it's going to be a 2-2.
Now we move to the first newly promoted clash. We have Nottingham Forest versus Bournemouth. Yes, you've heard that correctly. Managerless Bournemouth. They sacked Scott Parker after being walloped 9-0 against Liverpool on the weekend. Yes, I know you've heard that right. 9-0. 9. Yes, 9. But Forest, they played Spurs. They did play well against Spurs though. And I think Forest will win this game by 2-0. But could they easily be a lot more goals than that if Bournemouth is still managerless, which they probably are. And the DG, after hearing the back, DG, after hearing the Scott Parker sacking, what are you going for in this game, pal?
Nottingham Forest against Bournemouth. Now, I haven't watched much Bournemouth games this year yet. I watched a wee bit of Forest starting the season. I think Forest looks pretty good, even with Jesse Lingard and a couple of other players, So I think this is a Forest win. I'm going to go 4-1 Forest.
Comment down below. Who will play Scott Parker as the next Bournemouth manager. People are saying it'll be Sean Dyche. He's in the book his favourite. Comment down below. Do you think it will be was? Our next game is Fulham versus Spurs versus Fulham. Dan. God's sake, mate. Spurs, they're looking very, very good at the moment. Spurs are. They're looking great. Honestly, they're in brilliant form. Fulham are dark horses, Premier League. I'm joking you. Fulham are a dark horse. They could cause an upset. But I'm not going to go for an upset. I'm going to go for Spurs 2-1 win, I think. I do think Spurs will have enough. They're in their defensive line. No offence to Justin Gaze, but I do believe that they will fall short at the hurdle of conceding a goal. And Mr. DG, what are you going for, pal, in this game?
Spurs against Fulham. I think Spurs is having a good season so far. They signed Richarlison, a very, very good striker with Harry Kane on top. So I think it's going to be a 3-1 Spurs.
We get no move to Wolves versus Southampton. Two teams. Southampton are struggling at the minute. They've just, as Tom was saying this, on Tuesday, game week number 5, they beat Chelsea. Chelsea are not playing that well. Chelsea have. We'll get into Chelsea in a minute. But Southampton, they're looking like Wolves. Haven't really beginning to play yet under Bruno last season. They brought in so many signings. As I'm saying, they've literally just signed something else. I don't even want to pronounce his name. Dan, don't even try it, mate. But I'm gonna say it'll be a boring one. It'll be a 1-1 draw. I say it'll be a 1-1 draw because you won't see what both teams want to go for. One team will get ahead, then one team will score late again. And Mr. DG, what are you going for, pal?
Wolves against Southampton, very tough game. Both sides are equal as good. I think it's going to be a 0-0 game.
In this game. And can I move to Aston Villa versus Manchester City? Now, Manchester City did come from behind at home to Crystal Palace to win 4-2. And what will happen against Aston Villa? See, for the team, Villa are struggling in the season. Villa are struggling, so I do believe Man City can tear them apart. I'm going to go Aston Villa 0, Man City 3. I do believe Man City can absolutely tear them a new one on the weekend. And Mr. DG, you going for battering for Man City? Probably you are.
Villa against City. Now, City started the league very, very well. They played well there against Newcastle there a few weeks ago. Erling Haaland with the goal. I think it's going to be a 5-1 City win.
They move to Brighton versus Leicester City. Now Leicester City, it's looking more and more likely that Wesley Fofana will leave. I'm filming this pre-transfer closing because as I seen this on the Thursday, I'm filming this on Wednesday, so I'm still waiting for signings to happen. But yeah, it looks like Wesley Fofana has left to Chelsea. I'll say that, but it won't do that. And Brighton, they're looking alright. Brighton are a mad one. They're still unbeaten, to be fair to them. I think I'm going to say this game will be a Brighton 2-1 victory to Brighton Hove Albion. And Mr. DG, what are you saying in this game, Pano?
Brighton against Leicester. Again, I think it's going to be a draw. Leicester hasn't really started the league well, I don't think. But I'm going to go with 2-2.
We move to the penultimate game of the season, which is Chelsea versus West Ham. Now, West Ham we'll start off with West Ham. They've just signed the Lyon Cam Lucas Paquetá, who is honestly a bloody baller. He is so technically gifted. He will walk into the Premier League and be like, bang. He'll go into the Premier League he'll take the Premier League like a duck to water. But Chelsea, what can we say about Chelsea? They've dropped 6 points already this season. They are out of the top. I mean, they're only in the title race. If they fought in the title race, they're not anymore. Chelsea are not in the title race any longer. They need Man City to start dropping some points because at this rate, is Man City going to walk this title? Liverpool haven't got the better either. Man City only top team. I mean, Arsenal could win. That's much better, but again, not admit. Chelsea will win this all, but West Ham have come off for the back of a win against Villa. Yeah, if I can put that aside, it's not so I do. So yeah, sorry anyone hasn't watching this, but there are many. Don't worry. I'm gonna say Chelsea 2, West Ham 1. I think that West Ham will give them a bloody game. And Mr. DG, what are you going for, pal, in this game?
Chelsea against West Ham. I think Chelsea needs a striker. That's their only issue. But I think Chelsea will beat West Ham 2-1.
And we move to the big game of the weekend. One of the biggest game along with the Merseyside Derby, which is Manchester United versus Arsenal. Now, we have a lot to talk about Man United, which we'll do in a minute, in a second. But let's start with Arsenal. Unbeaten, 4 wins from 4, as it stands, with a game to play midweek. So, I'm gonna say they're 5 from 5. Arsenal 5 from 5 probably. Playing amazing. They don't need to talk about Arsenal now. It's Manchester United. If you have seen in the last couple of days, we have announced the signing of Anthony from Ajax for £85 million, I think it is, plus like 4 million. It's almost 100 million euros, something like that. Mental. Great player. He is gonna be a flipping player. If you've seen some of his things, his touches are fantastic. He hopefully will play. He's waiting for his work visa and league status to be announced. He's passed the medical. He's signed the deal. It's just now waiting for his work visa and the Premier League to announce it, and then he'll be in and training with the first team. Casemiro had a great debut as well. Really looking good. Also, we have signed Martin Dubravka. Strange call as on loan for the season as a backup to David De Gea. I do believe it's a good move. I'm going to say, I believe Arsenal can give us a good game. I'm going to go Man United 3, Arsenal 3. Like, I won't be cross if you lose this game. Like, I will not be cross if you lose this game at all. And Mr. DG, for the final time, what do you think in this game?
And then, of course, you got Manchester United versus Arsenal. Manchester United started the league out very, very poor. It's just not a good run for us this year. But obviously, still do develop under Ten Hag, you know. And then Arsenal started the league off very, very well. So I think Manchester United would come out with this win if we played Lorenzo Martinez and Rafael Varane at the back. So I'm going to go with 1-0 Manchester United. Thank you very much for having me, Dan United. See you guys next time.
Thank you, Emu. That will bring this Premier League video to an end. Like I said earlier, I've got some news. I am bringing Champions League and Europa League predictions to the channel. I am filming that on the same day as these back to back, so I'm going to end this one quickly so I can go film these ones. So until Monday, because that's not Monday. So now, boys, the uploads will be Monday, Champions League, Wednesday, Europa League, Friday, Premier League. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Keep a note. And any other videos we have, we'll fit them in as well. Until Monday, have a good weekend. Hopefully your team as well. I'll see you lot in the next video. Peace out.